Good morning, everyone. As you can see the pile of lumber behind me, this is all the boards that were screwed on the back porch. And they were there, let's see, they've been there all summer long. And they all cupped. And this is actually one log, believe it or not. My plan all along was to leave them there so that we had a deck to walk on, and then they were 1x12s, and the plan was to just rip them in half and then plane them and put them back, stain them and then put them back down. And so they've been just sitting on the porch cupping, and so there's a bunch of them that are pretty badly cupped, but I'm gonna run them through the planer and see what happens, and then they're gonna go and get back up to the house and get stained and get reinstalled. And I'm using pine because I have it, but also because it's free and I can also replace it. I've got lots of pine. And it just doesn't seem to make sense to spend a lot of money on synthetic, or was it composite decking, or pressure treated, when I've got this stuff, and I'm going to stain it all the way around. It's going to have a roof over it, and down the road, if I have to replace a board or two, that's pretty cheap. So I'm going the cheap route today. So we're going to run it through the Powermatic here. And I don't know, maybe a couple of passes and that'll be it. I'm not going to go crazy on it. It's just a deck. You're just going to be standing on it. All right, let me set this all up and we'll plane some wood. All right, got all the boards planed. They're all down to the same thickness. And take them back up to the house. I'm going to use this laminate trimmer with a round over bit to just round over, ease the edges on the tops. So only two edges on each board. So that's the next step. Go get set up with sawhorses and ease all of the edges, and then it's all about staining. So right, so that's it. I just put it a round edge on the best side. I stacked them so the best side was up, and you can see some of them, the best side is still rough, but they're gonna get stained gray, and it'll all blend in. It's not perfect, but I don't want to build a house that's perfect. These will be perfectly fine. They'll make a nice deck, and if there ever is a problem, I'll just go to the pile of pine boards and make a replacement. So it doesn't cost anything, and they're gonna have a roof over them, so my guess is they're gonna last. I won't ever have to replace 90% of them, maybe a few along the edges, or but anyways, they should last a very long time. So the next step after we round these over is we're going to stain the back side so that and the edges, so that I can install them tomorrow morning, and then we'll put a coat of stain on the surface once they're all installed, and there we go. We'll have a deck. All right, so this is what we got done. Kristen and I painted or stained, I guess it's a deck stain, the underside of almost all but 3 of the porch boards. And that doesn't include the pressure treated boards that are going around the outside, but we ran out of stain, so we got tomorrow the goal tomorrow is to get all of these down. You know, they're going to be flipped over, and we're going to actually stain the best side, which would be up, and put in the stair tread. So we'll have hopefully a deck by tomorrow, and then we're supposed to get I think we're supposed to get a hurricane. I don't know when it's supposed to start, but anyway, it's coming, and I want to get this deck stained and dry before that happens. So there's your update. Well, it's a nice cool morning. It's been a long time since I've worn a sweatshirt in the mornings, so I guess fall is the end of summer is here. Fall's not here yet, but anyway, it's kind of nice to be not sweating at 7 in the morning. All right, so yesterday we got all of these deck boards stained, all the bottoms. The tops, let's see here, tops are still not stained, but the goal today is to take all these boards off, and I've bought insect screening, since this is going to be a screened in porch, and these deck boards will have gaps between them. We don't want the insects coming up, the mosquitoes and black flies coming up through them, so we're going to put fiberglass insect screening stapled to the framing, and then we're going to do a perimeter board of, let's see over here, let's move this out of the way. There'll be a, oh boy, all over the place here. We're going to do a perimeter board of pressure treated decking, 1-inch pressure treated decking, and then infill the inside with all the pine boards. And the reason we're doing that is because all the post and railing components that land down on the deck, I want them landing on pressure treated so that I don't ever have to replace them. Having the pine boards on the inside, if I have to, I can replace those, because there won't be anything, there will be no posts or anything landing on top of them. Anyway, so that's the plan, is to put the insect screening on, put a perimeter board all around the outside, and then start installing the decking here, and hopefully we'll get all that done and get a coat of this gray stain on it today, and maybe even get the stair treads on there as well. So because Hurricane Ida is coming She's coming tonight at 8 o'clock. So, all right, we've got a little bit of framing to do before we can put the insect screening down. You can see this is one of the pressure treated. This is actually not one of the boards. This is one of the boards that's going to wrap the perimeter of the deck, and we'll be infilling with pine. And there'll be an inch overhang. So I know I had to stop for a minute to figure out where all the supporting posts are going to be going. And obviously, one goes on this corner, so we'll get good bearing material, good bearing on here, on all of that. So that looks really good. But the decking that's going, let me grab a piece of decking. The decking is going to come up to like this here. And so I didn't frame. I need to put some support under here to catch the end of the decking. So that's the next step, is to add a couple pieces in here. I think I've got some scraps. I'm just going to put some blocking in here to help hold the ends of these boards. I probably, in hindsight, should have put another floor joist over here with small blocking, but I can't go backwards. I'm just going to end up filling that in. All right, I changed my mind. I figured I'd let you know what I decided to do. Since there's a post going here, the weight is going to be on this outside piece of wood, and it's trying to shear it off of all the nails that have been nailed, the 16-pane nails that have been in here. They're trying to bend those off. So I thought about putting some blocking in here, and then I thought, well, geez, down in the shop I've got a whole bunch of old joist hangers. And normally the joist hangers go on the underside, but I'm actually going to turn them over and put them this way and nail them through. And basically that's going to help hang this outside piece of wood off of the end of these joists here. So I managed to find 4 of them. I'm going to nail those on, and those will be more than sufficient to keep this from shifting down. The weight will be transferred along here and then onto these, and there we go. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to work on the end section. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got those 4 joist hangers on. It should really help get that, transfer the weight to the right spot. So the next step is start to work on that end down there, putting in some more blocking. So you can see what I ended up doing is just adding blocking. So when I add this board onto the outside here, and then we add these boards here to the inside, it gives me some support to the ends of those pine boards, which is, I was hoping to get away without it, but I said it needs to get done. I'm just gonna do it. So I've got the other end to do, and then we're ready to put insect screening on. All right, the wind is picking up, but hopefully you can hear me. You can see what I've got going on. I'm putting on the band of pressure treated decking, and then I get that all the way around, and then we'll start at the front infilling with decking, with the pine decking. And then if we can get all that done today, then I'm going to try to put a coat of paint on this, stain on this. Hopefully it'll dry before the hurricane comes. All right, there is all but the last piece of decking put in, and so the next step is to paint the ends, and then I'm going to nail them down, and then hopefully we have time to roll out a coating on top of here, and hopefully it'll dry, because the hurricane is on its way. All right, here's a quick look at what the deck ended up looking like. It's just got one coat of stain on it, and we've been using it. It's great. Very happy with it. We got the stairs. The permanent stairs are in place. There's no handrail, obviously. We got grass coming up on the roundabout center, and that's going to be it for this video. The next video is actually siding on the house, and there is siding on the house, but I can't show it to you, so you're gonna have to wait for the next video. So all I can show you is the deck. All right, there you have it. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.